Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says the world is looking at India as a manufacturing powerhouse. UN says 1 million people have left Ukraine after Russia's special military operation. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio inaugurates cardiac care center at Dimapur, says it will give huge relief for people of Nagaland. And Union Minister of Ayush, Sarbanda Sonowal, to inaugurate integrated Ayush hospital at Chedema in Kohima tomorrow. With the new Omicron variant of coronavirus causing concern, we appeal our listeners to be vigilant and to get fully vaccinated and help others, including children between 15 and 18 years, to get vaccinated. Please continue to follow these 3 simple steps to stay safe. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information or guidance, contact National Helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and State Helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that the world is looking at India as a manufacturing powerhouse and there are infinite possibilities with Make in India. He also said Make in India is India's need as well as gives the country the opportunity to show the world its capability. Addressing a webinar on Make in India for the world tomorrow, he emphasized working to build a robust manufacturing base in the country in sync with all stakeholders. He said the country's manufacturing sector is nearly 15% of the nation's GDP and reiterated that the decisions taken for Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India in this year's union budget are very crucial for the industry. 1 million people have fled Ukraine after Russia's special military operation. The United Nations said that the number of people fleeing Ukraine has topped 1 million today after Russian forces kept up the bombardment in the second biggest city, Kharkiv, and laid siege on 2 strategic seaports. The tally from the UN Refugee Agency released to the Associated Press amounts to more than 2% of Ukraine's population being forced out of the country in less than a week. A UN Refugee Agency spokesperson, Shapir Mantu, said that at this rate, the exodus from Ukraine could make it a source of the biggest refugee crisis this century. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio today inaugurated the Cardiac Care Center, a state-of-the-art healthcare facility with the latest offering in cardiac diagnostic and therapeutic services at Christian Institute of Health Sciences and Research, CIHSR, Dimapur. Rio, speaking at a program, said the Cardiac Care Center is the need of the hour for the state as today many are faced with coronary artery disease. He said installation of the cardiac center will give a huge relief for the people of Nagaland as well as for the neighboring states. The Chief Minister also visited the infrastructures and facilities of all the departments and credited CIHSR as one of the best hospitals in the state. He observed that the setting of a medical college at CIHSR will provide immense medical benefits to the state. Rio further emphasized on the need for creating friendly environment in the hospital and assured the hospital for beautification through plantations by the Forest Department. Cardiologist CIHSR and Cardiac Care Center head Dr. Avitso Likise said the unit is one of the best equipped centers in the Northeast with advanced diagnostic treatment facilities. Union Minister of Ayush and Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Sarbanda Sonowal, who is on a 2-day visit to Nagaland, reached Dimapur today. He was received by Minister Kashio Sangdam, Advisor Dovihodo, DC Chedema, and other government officials at Dimapur Airport. Union Minister Sonowal held a meeting with Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio at Sovima. The Union Minister will inaugurate the integrated Ayush hospital at Raja Chedema in Kohima tomorrow. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio in a tweet expressed gratitude to Union Minister Sonowal for his concern and support for the state. Rio also wished him a fruitful and a pleasant stay in Nagaland. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. To commemorate the celebration of 75 years of India's independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we present India at 75 quiz with AIR News Kohima, a special quiz on India's freedom movement and its glorious history every Thursday in the Evening News Bulletin. And here goes our question of the week for English News Bulletin. When was Satya Meva Jayate adopted as the national motto of India? I repeat, when was Satya Meva Jayate adopted as the national motto of India? Listeners can send their responses to the question to our email airnewskohima.india75@gmail.com or WhatsApp to 9485239950 along with name and address. The first correct answer received from the participants will be selected as the winner and will be announced in tomorrow morning news at 7:30 a.m. Nagaland police said it has been aggressively taking proactive steps in the war against drugs to tackle the menace of drug abuse and drug trafficking. Police said in the past 1 year, a total of 217 cases have been registered and 309 persons arrested so far by the respective district police and narcotic sale of various types of drugs and psychotropic substances. Police said Nagaland being the main transit route for smuggling of narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances courier, it has also intensified its efforts to track the backward and forward linkages of the drug peddlers. Besides, anti-drug drives have been conducted in all the districts by the police. Nagaland police reiterated that any person indulging in drug abuse or drug trafficking will be sternly dealt with as per provisions under the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act. Nagaland today reported a lone COVID-19 positive case from Dimapur, taking the total confirmed cases to 35,414. On the other hand, the total recovered cases have been accumulated to 33,095 after 5 recovery was reported from Dimapur. Currently, there are 82 active corona cases in the state, while COVID-19 death toll remained at 752. Nagaland Apex Weavers and Artisans Cooperative Federation Limited organized a special Handloom Expo sponsored by the Development Commissioner, Ministry of Textiles at Gorkha Public Ground, Kohima, recently. Registrar of Cooperative Societies, Kohima, Temjan Longkoma, acknowledged the ministry for sponsoring the program and expressed confidence that the event would enhance the economy of weavers and artisans. He said that the expo displayed the unique culture of the Nagas and more opportunities would be opened up for weavers. Deputy Director from Weavers Service Centre, Ministry of Textiles, H.K. Baru, expressed happiness over a good turnout of cooperative societies and SHGs in the expo. A total of 60 cooperative societies and SHGs from different districts of Nagaland, Assam and Manipur took part in the special Handloom Expo. In local sports, the 14th Semi-Ho-Ho Trophy kick-started at Suruhoto Down yesterday. Gracing the inaugural program, Minister PHET Jacob Zumomi appealed the community to preserve their culture and traditions and not to forget own mother tongue. He said Nagaland, being a salary-dependent state, the people should use God-gifted natural resources to generate substantial, sustainable income. He also asserted that acquiring both education and sporting ability is a blessing. Advisor H. Kehovi Yeptomi encouraged the players to play with true sportsmanship and wished the event a grand success. Altogether, 20 affiliated units of Semi-Ho-Ho are participating in the 8-day event, which will conclude on 9th of March. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says the world is looking at India as a manufacturing powerhouse. UN says 1 million people have left Ukraine after Russia's special military operation. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio inaugurates Cardiac Care Centre at Dimapur, says it will give huge relief for people of Nagaland. And Union Minister of Ayush, Sarbanda Sonowal, to inaugurate integrated Ayush Hospital at Chedema in Kohima tomorrow. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.